Hello there, Atheist Junior here, your friend and humble narrator. And I'm coming to you guys through StreamYard today because I've been having some problems with the way I normally stream. I use OBS, and for some reason, the chat tool that I use to highlight comments is not working. So we're just going to StreamYard today. So a little bit of a lower video quality, but it makes my life easier. So that's good. Okay, so I made a community post about this Facebook post that got a lot of attention from somebody saying that Ken Hovind, a person living in Repton, Lenox, Alabama, they said that Ken Hovind came to their house and knocked on their door because he was inquiring about buying a fire truck that he thought was on their land, but apparently it wasn't. He's going to read the post. It's pretty ridiculous, but I think this is just a very interesting look into Ken Hovind's mind and how he perceives the world and how he reacts to getting reactions from people where they don't like him. He doesn't respond well to negative criticism, but we already knew that. All right.
March the 30th, 23. Tonight, comments on comments. We're going to modify it slightly. This is going to be all you Hovind haters, listen carefully. Do not watch this one tonight. Tune out right now. That's an order, okay? I cannot believe what happened in the last couple of days. Billy, you were with me. Let me share what happened. I can't. Anyway, we're the place where God ought to get the glory for his creation. We're on Rumble and Kent Hovind Official, and then YouTube on Genesis Baptist Church, and still fighting to get our channel back, Kent Hovind Official on YouTube. It ain't over yet.
It's over. That channel is gone. It's already been deleted, Kent. I don't know what he's talking about here. They're not going to give you the channel back.
And Odyssey. Anyway, comments on comments. Let's see. Tonight, the 30th of March, we have this Saturday, a famous holiday in America, April Fool's Day. That's National Atheist Day, because you're a fool if you don't believe in God. You can tell your mama I called you a fool, okay? But God did it first, though. I'm just repeating what God said. God said, you're a fool if you don't believe in him. The fool said in his heart, there's no God. Then we have April 16th coming up in 2 weeks, guys, 2.5 weeks, the anniversary. We're going to get the ramp done and the zip line, other zip line stuff done in 2 weeks. Lots going on around Dinosaur Adventureland. Okay, homecoming. We'll invite everybody back. It's the anniversary of us getting this property 7 years ago. Then we have May, all kinds of stuff going on. Let's see, June, boot camp coming up. I want to hurry and get to my story about the fire truck. Okay. If it hadn't happened to me, I wouldn't believe it. Billy, I was there. You were there.
That's the whole point. Exactly. If you can't believe it because it happened to you, because you're a narcissist.
Okay. We're in Lenox, Alabama, straight north of Pensacola, 70 miles. Come on up and give us a tour. Brother, you just got married today. How you and your wife like Dinosaur Adventureland so far? Third time here, plan on coming back. All right, sounds good. So comments on comments. In 6 days, God made everything. That includes dinosaurs. Dinosaurs lived with man. Stop lying to the kids saying they lived millions of years ago. That whole millions of years is baloney. I'll debate all you guys at the same time on that one, okay?
Saying I'll debate you is not a counter argument. It's just nothing. Okay, we have a $2 super chat from Big Bad Mama. It says, Kent has called the locals rednecks for years. Well, Kent is a local, so I think that would put him in that category. And I mean, just look at his neck. I mean, it's clearly red.
Evolution is the dumbest and most dangerous religious cult in the history of the world. My DVD number 5 is about the dangers of evolution. That's the one they put me in prison for. Yeah, don't watch that one either. Okay.
They did not put you in prison for that DVD. Where were the charges listed for that DVD? There was no charge for made a Why Evolution is Dangerous DVD. It was just structuring and some other charges for not withholding Social Security taxes and threatening an IRS officer. There was no charge for making DVDs.
Fool said in his heart, there's no God. Come visit. Dinosaur Adventureland is free. It's in Lenox, Alabama, straight north of Pensacola. We think God ought to get the glory for his creation, not the evolution religion. He said in 6 days, remember the Sabbath, in 6 days, the Lord made everything. Said it a couple times in the Bible. Anyway, get our video series on that. We give tours from all over the place, from people from all over the place, and we'll be glad to give you a tour. Let's see, it's free. It's all built by volunteers. If you want to help us stay open for free, join our 777.
This is Kent trying to hurry up and get to the point. Just skip all this stuff. Like, why do you have to do this in every video?
Clubs, I like what you're doing. I'm going to give $1 a day, $31 a month, or any amount. Okay, don't give super chats on YouTube. They still haven't paid us. Randall, how long has it been? Since September. Super chats. I mean, that's supposed to go straight to the people. Something fishy about them shutting our channel down there. You might want to contact them. Anyway, so.
Well, I do accept super chats. I don't know what Kent is talking about here. He claims that YouTube owes him like $70,000 for super chats. Okay, here we have one from Abdullah Agmadi. It just says, Hovind. Don't send, or do send super chats. Send all the super chats that you would send to Atheist Junior instead. I hate that guy.
Make any checks to CSE, Creation Science Evangelism. Get our video series on science and the Bible and our series on what on earth is about to happen. So people in the room get first chance. If you want to make a comment, just raise your hand. Then people in the chat.
It's just an empty room. Kent is just like in a padded cell talking to no one.
After we get better internet, and comment on YouTube, and comment sent by mail. Let's see. The Bible says, let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, a stranger, and not thine own lips. So I want somebody else to defend me on this one. Now listen, I need some of you that love the Lord to help me. I don't do Facebook. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. I don't want to learn. My schedule is full. Anyway, Hovind.
I don't know what it is. I don't understand it, and I don't want to learn. Doesn't that just sum up Kent in a nutshell? Okay, we are just going to fast forward.
It all started, Billy and I were driving through Monroeville a couple days ago, and we saw this old fire truck in front of an abandoned building. I said, man, that would be cool to have for Dinosaur Adventureland.
Why? For what purpose? I think I know what the reason is, but Kent doesn't say.
We need that fire truck at Dinosaur Adventureland. So there's nobody, the building's abandoned. So I went to a couple neighbors.
No, you want the fire truck. You don't need it. It's not something you need, Kent. This is clearly not necessary for you to have. This is something that you want. For what purpose, I don't know. A few years ago, Kent was talking about using a fire truck to build some type of water slide. The fire hose that is on that truck is not safe to like touch a human. It will like tear your skin off. So I don't know why he was even talking about that. Okay, we have a 5-pound super chat from Rylan Asher. It says, Kent always says, oh, I'll debate 100 of you with half my brain tied behind my back. But when he does, he complains about people debating him. Yeah. When he was talking about the stream he did on Praise I Am's stream, he was talking about atheists ganging up on him, like 12 atheists, when you can't even have that many people on a StreamYard call. He says, oh, I'll debate all the atheists at the same time. But then when we actually do it, he's like, oh, they're ganging up on me. They're ganging up on me. And from Exist Dissolve for $2, it says, nobody wants to know about Kent's water slide. Hey.
Person said, do you know who owns that building, the fire truck down the street? No. One guy had a fire department symbol on the wall of his house outside, Bruton Fire Department. So we knocked on the door and said, do you know who owns the fire truck? A couple doors down from you. Boy, did he get angry. I said, what? Didn't he? I said, excuse me, what? Anyway, this ensued on Facebook. It was so bad, Ernie, our trustee in Bonifay, Florida, called me, said, Kent, have you seen what's going on Facebook about you and the fire truck? I said, no, what? I don't do Facebook. I don't have time. He said, and stuff all over Monroeville, Alabama about you and the fire truck. I said, what? I just now got it today, okay? Here it is, letter for letter, word for word, exactly what they said. I had to delete one curse word in here because somebody put stuff in their text I wouldn't want to hold in my, well, they keep it in their.
You had to change it to text instead of oh, they have something in their mouth I wouldn't hold in my hand. Yeah, it doesn't work on Facebook, does it, Ken?
Mouth, I wouldn't put it in my hand. Yeah. Anyway, Anna Bruton. I've got no idea who this is, by the way, or how to contact him on Facebook, nor will I, okay? Y'all beware, Skeevy Dino Land man is around town in Monroeville. I had to look up Skeevy. I didn't know what that was. Offensively disgusting or repulsive, sleazy. Wow.
So I don't know if Kent is just like playing dumb here, but Kent, do you know what context clues are in a sentence? You're a teacher, right? The context clues of this sentence clearly show that it's not something good because of the word beware before. I would assume that skeevy does not mean anything good, and just from how it sounds.
She thinks I'm Skeevy, Dino Land man. Huh. He aggressively and rapidly approached me and my kids in the yard, wanting to buy a fire truck, not even on my land and down the road. Now hold it, Anna. I simply asked if you knew who owned it. Don't twist the story here, Anna. I said, do you know who owns it? And then I told him it wasn't ours to sell, has nothing to do with us. Okay, fine. What's the problem here? Okay.
Kent, didn't you say that you knocked on this person's door? Now they're saying that you aggressively approached them while they were outside and that you were talking to their kid and that this made the person uncomfortable. And it's possible that you don't have a good reputation among the people of Monroeville, Kent. Did you ever consider that? I mean, this post highlights that, I think.
Well, he turns to my daughter and tells her she's welcome to come to visit Dino Ventureland, and he laughs. I do this.
Okay, why'd you skip the part where it says, and she can bring her husband? Because this is what made the lady uncomfortable, because, you know, some people don't see that as appropriate, especially with some of the things that you've been accused of, Kent, or the people that associate with you have been accused of or arrested for recently. Like Chris Jones just got arrested. You see that? Any comment on that, Kent? It's weird. It's weird when you say this stuff, Kent. Oh, you can bring your husband to Dino Land to an 8-year-old. They don't have a husband. It's weird. Stop doing that. And from Exist is All for $2, it says Kent looks up Skeevy in the dictionary, sees his face. Oh, if you looked up Skeevy in the dictionary, there's a whole article about me. Hovind, Skeevy Hovind.
Still lots of families. I've never had anybody get offended by this one. Hey, come bring your wife and kids. Oh, they laugh, you know, when they're 8 years old. It's a joke, Anna. Calm down. Calm down. It's a joke, okay?
Jokes can still make people uncomfortable. And you know, it's her, yeah, it's you know, her decision how she reacts to how people interact with her children, Ken. It's not up to you, okay? It's not up to you.
I don't think that blank is funny. I sent him on his way to get the kids inside fast and watch him walk back down the road and down another street. Not even 5 minutes later, this man is banging on my door, but he's not alone this time. There's another man with him walking down the side of my house looking around. That would be you, right, Billy? Okay.
Okay, so this is where I get a little bit confused. So this is a pretty serious accusation, I would say. Because if it's one thing, if he came the first time and, you know, even if she didn't like Kent, you know, he inquired about the fire truck. They said, no, it's not ours. We don't know about it. Sent him on his way. If that's really where the interaction ended, then I would say I don't think Kent did anything wrong in this situation. even if his reputation precedes him, I would say Kent didn't necessarily do anything wrong if he was just asking about it and then he left. But if he really did come back and is banging on the door while the other person is walking around the side of the house and he says, that would be you, Billy. So my question to Kent is, did this actually happen? What actually happened here? Because Kent acts like he only came the first time. So who's twisting the story?
So we tell him off again and tell him ain't nothing for him here, and we done told him that the first time. I don't know I'm talking to anybody. We didn't talk to anybody twice, did we, Billy? You're a different person.
Okay, you say that, but you say we didn't talk to anybody twice, did we, Billy? But they said that you were alone the first time. So was Billy there the whole time, or did he come back? Did you come back with him? Or the story is not adding up, Kent. This is where I'm confused. Because it sounds really bad from the way this person is describing it. And I mean, I don't know. Obviously, this is a she said, Hovind said situation, but I tend to not trust Kent just on principle.
Okay. He's got no business here on the other fellow looking around our house. The whole time he keeps saying he's a Baptist preacher trying to buy a fire truck. And all this mess when I done told him the deal. He's in a silver Toyota car. No, I don't know who this is. It's a Honda. Okay, but that's okay. I don't understand. I'm simply asking who owns the truck so we can buy it for Dinosaur Adventureland. The truck's got dirt this thick on it, hasn't moved. It's got a license plate, 7 or 8 years old.
The guy was a fireman.
And the guy's a fireman.
Isn't there another way to inquire about this? Like looking up the license plate? Why don't you contact the fire department, Kent? Don't you think the fire department would know better than these people if they said that's not theirs? Or maybe it is theirs and they just don't want to sell it to you, Kent. Maybe it's not for sale. I mean, I'm wondering more about why is this person walking around the side of the house? What is that about? Because that's really weird. Because that makes it seem like you're casing the joint or something, Kent. We're gonna pull a heist on a fire truck. We're gonna steal it like gone in 60 Hovinds.
Why are you so unfriendly? What did I do? He's wearing a plain plaid shirt. And the other guy, all we could see was white male shorts and a hat. Billy, that would be you. How long you lived here at Dinosaur?
How long somebody lived at Dinosaur Adventureland is not directly proportional to how trustworthy they are. Why does he say this? And from Raziel Faustus for $2, pretty sure I found his Facebook. Yeah, you can find this post. It's got a lot of notoriety now. Also, that's a good video game.
Adventureland. 9 months. Come on out and visit. Shake hands with Billy. He's a nice guy. Okay. Y'all use your discernment and don't open your doors. And they put a picture of me with the X over the front of it. Well, the Bible says, great
Jeez. Seems like you don't have a good reputation, Ken.
peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. When a person loves the Lord and loves the Bible, it's really hard to offend them. So the fact
I would say the opposite is true. It seems to me like those are the people who are the easiest to offend.
that these people are offended would indicate to me they don't know the Lord and aren't saved, and we need to pray for them. Okay? Maybe you can contact them. I'm not going to do Facebook and witness to them. Tell them, look, you need the Lord. Okay. Sixth Amendment in the Constitution says you have the right to confront your witnesses. Who is spreading a rumor that I'm a bad person? They should come to me. They don't. Anyway, Chris Baggett, I don't know who that is, wrote in, can you make it shareable? Whatever that means. Joan, girl, call the police about me asking about a fire truck for sale. I couldn't believe it went. Okay. Call the police. Okay. Tim and Leah King, whoever that is. I would say if he came back a second time after being told to leave your property, that would be trespassing. Tim, you are correct. And I did not do that and will not do that, okay? If you want me to leave, I'll leave. That's it. End of story. And
well, apparently not, because I agree with this person. The whole thing hinges on whether or not Kent came back. Because if you came back, then to me it becomes weird and creepy. Because why would you come back if they told you it's not our fire truck, and then you come back with another person who gets out of the car and is walking around the side of the house, possibly looking in windows? Then you could potentially, say, I want to call the police. I mean, it's up to that person. When children are involved, you don't take any chances, right? That's my question. Did you come back? I think Kent should answer this, because you've been accused of it. These people are accusing you of it, and you've not given a clear answer. Did you actually come back or not? If you didn't, then why would they make this up? That doesn't make any sense, Kent. You're calling this person a liar then? They just made this up that you came back with another guy?
we did. He didn't really tell us to leave. What did he say exactly? I don't know anything about the truck, and nothing here for sale. And we were looking for a Jeep to buy for our ministry and an old fire truck. So while we're driving through Monroeville on some other business, we see Jeeps, stop and say, hey, we're looking to buy a Jeep. You want to buy one? You want to sell one?
So you were looking for a Jeep to buy and a fire truck? I thought you just passed by and you saw the fire truck and inquired about it. Now you're saying you were looking to buy Jeeps and fire trucks? Why does the story keep changing, Kent?
If somebody approached me and said, hey, can I buy your car? I wouldn't get mad at them.
Yeah, if it's their car. I mean, it's not their truck, right? And you didn't just do that. You offended the lady because you talked to her kid in a way that she found inappropriate. Okay, from 5 pounds from Rylan Asher again. Thank you, Rylan. Kent being a bad person isn't a rumor. It's a matter of public record. I mean, that's true.
I don't understand. Anyway, the cops should have not come out. It's not like they're running 20 calls at once. They shouldn't have not come out. That's a double negative, Tim, but that's okay. Side note, Bubba has time on his hands and can come sit outside. Oh, like Bubba gonna, come. We're not dangerous, okay? I'm a Baptist preacher. I love the Lord. I'm trying to help, okay? Let's see.
As if being a preacher means that you're not dangerous. It's not like preachers have ever been caught doing anything illicit, right?
Somebody else wrote, hope you contacted police dispatch where you used to work. He's a creeper. Dawn, I don't know who you are, Dawn. Do you even know me? I've been a Christian 54 years. I love the Lord. I witness to lots of people, tell them about the Lord. That's not a creeper. How long? Randall, you've known me how long? 10 years. Why are they saying this stuff? Who is starting this? Let's see.
Kent, do you ever consider that maybe your actions have caused you to have this bad reputation? Is that possible in your mind? That it's not just people spreading false rumors, but maybe you've done something or you've given the perception of something that shows that you're not a good person? Because this is what these people seem to think.
Kim writes again. Once he was told to leave and came back, that is trespassing, right? Which I did not do, Kim, and will not do. Okay, but I can.
So now you're saying that you did not come back. So you didn't come back a second time. So you're calling this person a liar then? Why did they say you came back with a second person and then you said that would be you, Billy, right? So I'm getting conflicting stories here, Kent. I'm getting conflicting stories.
Assure you, had you brought out a gun, they would have been there waiting to arrest you for protecting you and your babies. You can't threaten me with heaven, first of all, okay? And I didn't do anything wrong. I'm asking about a fire.
What is that supposed to mean? You can't threaten me with heaven? So you wouldn't care if Sandra was left a widow? What about the people that you leave behind if you die, Kent? Like, you don't even think about that? Seems kind of selfish.
Truck or a Jeep. That was end of okay. Something else, they could have come out and told them to leave and not come back. You don't need to have the police for that. Just tell me. I'll leave. Okay. Lakin, whoever that is, came to ours off of Duffy Road. I don't have cameras, but I will by the end of the week. Well, Lakin, you can put up all the cameras you want. You can video me anytime you want. I'm on TV all the time. I got Dinosaur Adventureland on my van in huge letters. I'm not trying to hide anything. Have a hat that says Dinosaur Adventureland. Guess where I work? I'll take one guess, okay? My shirt had Dinosaur Adventureland. We're not trying to hide anything. I don't understand it, brother. Let's see. If nothing.
Yeah, and Dinosaur Adventureland maybe doesn't have a good reputation, Kent. I mean, he really doesn't get it, you know? It's kind of fascinating.
Else, they could have come out and told him to leave and not come back. Get off your property, come back. That is trespassing. You better pull out a gun. I guess it's the same one, right? Okay. Sheila, put up a no trespassing sign next time so you can handle it yourself. You don't. If I see a no trespassing sign, I don't come on your property. I'm not trying. I was looking to buy a fire truck, and there was not a sign on that property. So I asked a couple neighbors, who owns that? I figured, the neighbors would know. It had been sitting there for 8 years. So I went to the courthouse, found the phone number of the guy who owns it. And I called him. Boy, was he upset on the phone. Apparently, this has been going around Facebook while I was going to the courthouse. I'm baffled.
Wow. Why do you think the guy was mad, Kent? Like, at what point do you say, hey, maybe this is an issue where I should just leave it alone? Like, clearly you've upset the community you're in, Kent. That's clear to me. And at what point do you realize that it's about more than just the fire truck, Kent? The fire truck is not the issue here. Clearly, these people don't like you and don't want to be bothered by you. But it's like he can't fathom the idea that people don't like him. Well, I'm a Baptist minister, and if I'm a minister, if I'm a preacher, then I bring people to the Lord. If I bring people to the Lord, that means I literally can't do anything wrong ever. So that means people like me all the time. Everyone likes me. Hovind.
All this happened, but it did. Okay, let's see.
And this ignores the fundamental question of, why do you need a fire truck? Why do you need a fire truck? Why? Clearly, it's broken down. Do you know how to do maintenance on a fire truck, Kent? Is it even legal for a civilian to own a fire truck? These are questions. These are important questions, Kent, that you have not answered.
Good for you. He is being watched by feds. Call the law if he comes back.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
I promise you.
He promised. And Will's been here. How long you been here, Will?
About 13 months.
13 months. We got him out of the hospital. He got saved, got baptized here. Used to be a bouncer in the area. They called him too tall, nearly 7 foot tall. And you don't want to mess with Will, even today at 65 years old, or you don't want to mess with Will, okay? But the feds are not after me, okay?
Is that a threat, Kent? Are you threatening these people?
Now, some of the people are after the feds, okay?
How would you know whether or not the feds are watching you, Kent? I mean, how would you know?
Anna, everyone's sending me a friend request because of this post I'm not accepting. Okay, Anna. If you ain't my friend in real life, I'm not going to be your Facebook friend either. We ain't rocking like that. And I don't do Facebook. I'll never contact you. I don't know how to understand it. You're welcome to come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. I'll give you the tour, show you around, okay?
Why do you think that you would want to come to Dinosaur Adventureland at this point, Kent? Clearly, she doesn't like you.
Sarah, Lord have mercy. He's a nut job. He showed up at our church several times. Ron had to take him hay not too long ago. He purchased it, of course. I told Ron to be prepared. Of course, he was nothing but exceptionally nice to Ron and not creepy. Sarah, I'm nice to everybody and not creepy. We weren't creeping around Monroeville. We stopped, knocked on the door. Hello, I'm Kent Hovind from Dinosaur Adventureland. We're looking to buy a fire truck. Is that your fire truck? Is that being creepy or a nut job? Am I missing something here?
Yes, yes, you are. It's an odd request. Can I buy your fire truck? No, go away. Hovind. Yeah, Kent got mad when the person mentioned the feds. I wonder why that is.
I don't get it.
They got a problem. You didn't need to come talk to me.
They got a problem. Now, dude, that ain't cool. Ain't cool at all. Next time they would be staring back at a barrel. Whoa, Tanya.
I admit this seems like quite a harsh reaction, but I mean, it goes to show these people don't like Kent. I mean, clearly, because I mean, these people are just hearing about the fact that Hovind did this and they're pissed. Obviously, they were already upset.
Calm down. I mean, it's not like we're hiding who we are and where we live. It's written on the side of the van in great big letters. Okay.
That's not
Anna,
the point.
While everybody's here, though, let me plug my business. B Sweet Treats. Mrs. B Sweet Treats. I don't know if this is the right one. My name is Laura Bartlett. I live in a town of Ardmore, Alabama. If this is you, Anna, I don't know. There's B Sweet Treats. I just quick Googled it. I'm a lover of Christ and of his creation. Well, then you should love the people that are trying to spread the gospel. If this is the right B Sweet, I don't know. Anyway.
Well, I mean, that's obviously her. If she says she lives in the small town of Alabama and she linked her website, Kent. Did you click on why did you Google it when she linked it? You could have just clicked on the link. So I'm assuming that that is her. And this part is ridiculous. And I don't even think you should be showing her website, Kent. It kind of seems like brigading, like you're telling your followers to go and basically harass this person on Facebook. That's called brigading. And we have 100 people watching in the side chat. Thank you guys for watching my stream. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
Laura and Nathaniel. She said, I love my husband, my sweet husband, Nathaniel. Okay, Laura, if this is you, you have mistaken me terribly. We will pay you $200 to drive down here from Ardmore up near the Tennessee border and take the tours of our Baptist church ministry, and we can discuss selling your sweets in our bookstore. Call me, 855-BIG-DINO, extension 3. How's that? Fair enough? Pay you $200 to drive down. Come on, Anna, if that's you, or Laura. Bible says, judge not that you be.
So this is a bribe, basically. This is just how Kent thinks to solve every situation, is by throwing money at it.
You're not judged. Jesus said it quite a few times. Jesus warned you, do not judge people.
I'm like Jesus.
Okay? Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. What on earth got you offended? Trying to buy a fire truck. Alabama evangelist Kent Hovind arrested on domestic violence. This is posted on Facebook now. Okay. Rebecca writes in, preacher accused of enabling pedophile at creationist dino land. This is the stuff they're spreading around, okay? Now, it's true I was arrested, but it's not true that I've committed domestic violence, okay?
Well, the judge disagrees, Kent. The judge found you guilty of doing that.
Answereth the matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. Solomon said it in Proverbs 18. If you hear one side of a story and make a judgment call before you've heard both sides, you are a fool. You understand? Let me get your name again here. You're a fool if you don't get the other side before you make a judgment call. And you have misjudged me terribly. Bible has a lot to say about false witness. I've done quite a few programs on the Proverbs Guy official channel, 14 of them. gone on his channel many times about what really happened with the domestic violence charge. Proverbs guy exposes the body slam heard around the world. Kent Hovind speaks out. Just watch it. I tell the whole truth on there. Here. Huh?
Randall had to wear a wig.
Randall had to wear. That was funny. Okay.
No, that was weird and creepy, Kent. Having Randall wear a wig, that was creepy, and it was very disrespectful to Cindy.
My ex-wife illegally bugged my house and my van after she left me, and the marriage was annulled. She asked Stephen Andrew Bolin, who is the Proverbs guy, would you please transcribe all 70 hours of illegal recordings I have? He came back to me and said, Kent, you didn't do anything wrong. I want to come back on your side. And he let me share my story on his channel. You can hear it for yourself.
Seems like a trustworthy guy if he's willing to flip-flop like that. And what does this have to do with the Facebook post?
I did not do anything wrong. Now, as far as the IRS case being a federal prison, well, check out KentHovind-is-innocent.net, the case involving his prison sentence. Please watch the excellent video series Kent Hovind is Innocent by Brady.
So it's titled Kent Hovind is Innocent, and it calls itself on its own website an excellent video series. Sounds very impartial and unbiased.
Ira, if you have any questions, call him. Kent Hovind Innocence DVD series. I did not break any laws. The government broke 100 laws to put me in prison.
Name them. Name one of them. Name any of the 100 laws they broke. You can't.
John David Roy Atchison, a U.S. federal agent in Pensacola, was assigned the task of find something wrong with Hovind and put him in prison because of my DVD.
No, that is not true. As far as I know, this guy wasn't even assigned to Kent's case. I found no evidence to show that.
DVD number 5, The Dangers of Evolution, where I show how this evolution theory is not only stupid, it's dangerous. It's the foundation behind the philosophy governing Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Paul. Hey, Bobby, I never did get me a new case of.
Yeah, nobody. Why are you even talking about this, Kent? None of the links even mentioned this case. So why are you even bringing this up?
Did I?
This has nothing to do with the original topic.
I don't have the seminary. Grab one. I want to show the people right now, okay? Roy Atchison was the U.S. attorney who had the assignment. He investigated me for 5 years to find something wrong. They finally arrested me on structuring. I said, what on earth is that?
Ignorance of the law does not excuse you from committing a crime. And I highly dispute the fact that you didn't know what you were doing was illegal. If that was true, then why did you have your wife make all the withdrawals? Why did you make them? To me, that shows that you knew what you were doing was wrong, or at least illegal.
That's a drug charge for taking out money out of the bank, your own money, in amounts less than $10,000 twice a day that total over $10,000.
Wrong. It's not a drug charge, and it's not what you said. That's ridiculous. It's taking out an amount that's just under 10,000 in one withdrawal. It can be just one. That's like 9,500, which is exactly what you did 45 times in a row. It's one withdrawal, not this thing that you're talking about, where it's just under 10,000 to avoid the reporting requirement. That's structuring your withdrawals to avoid the reporting requirement. That's the entire crime. It's not a drug charge. It's just related to large amounts of money. That's it.
We never did that. We never broke any laws. Watch the Kent Hovind is Innocent. This is the guy right here. He coached girls softball at Gulf Breeze High School and coached basketball teams year in and year out. Roy Atchison, assistant prosecutor in the U.S. Attorney's Office, who worked primarily on tax and financial crime cases. He is the one who put me in prison, went and stole all of our church ministry property. On September 16th at Detroit Metropolitan Airport, in an internet sex sting organized by the Macomb County Sheriff's Office, FBI, he was arrested on suspicion of soliciting sex from a 5-year-old girl. Profile.
This doesn't make you not guilty. Even if he was the person who put you in jail, this doesn't absolve you of anything that you did, Kent. It means nothing.
profiles created by Atchison on MySpace and Yahoo, and using the name FL Florida Daddy 04 and describing himself as experienced, understanding daddy, drew the attention of the sting operation. He was contacted via instant message by undercover officers posing as a mother willing to offer her, a mother offering her 5-year-old daughter for sex. Here is the Creation Seminar Series, DVD number 5. When they came and arrested me, they said, get every number 5 and find in lost property.
Prove it. You can't prove this. This is just a claim.
Didn't get the master.
Oh, they didn't get the master Hovind.
Okay. In daily conversations with the officers, Atchison described graphic sexual acts he wished to perform with the fictitious girl. You can read all that for yourself.
With the fictitious Hovind.
He said, tell the girl you found her a sweet boyfriend who will bring her presents. He said, I'm always gentle and loving, not to worry, no damage ever, no rough stuff. I only like it soft and gentle. This is evil. This guy was evil, slow and easy. I've done it plenty. This is the guy that put me.
Did you make this image, Kent? Did you make this? Wow.
In prison for taking our own money out of our own bank to build our church ministry in Pensacola. There was no crime. So before you say, Hovind's, the feds are watching him. No, they're not. I didn't do anything wrong.
They were watching you back then, though. Why would they not be watching you after you got out of jail?
September 20th, attempting to commit suicide. They arrested him getting off the plane with Vaseline and a doll, okay, to go have sex with this 5-year-old. He attempted to commit suicide by hanging himself. The guards stopped him. Despite being transferred.
Darn it. They stopped him. Dang it. Hovind.
To a Milan federal detention facility under suicide watch, he was found unresponsive in his cell October 5th, apparently from hanging himself. He was taken to a hospital and pronounced dead. And they say, we are enabling pedophiles here. It's the pedophiles that will come after me.
What does this have to do with what you said at all? And you seem to be celebrating the fact that this guy killed himself. Also, that's a pretty poor suicide watch. It seems like they didn't really care about this person at all. Kind of just let it happen, which is messed up in its own right. How is this related to anything? This guy was a pedo. Therefore, I should have been able to buy the Firetruck. It just makes sense. Hovind.
No pedophiles here. Bible said, don't bear false witness. Don't bear false.
Yeah, because he got arrested. Kent, do you have a statement about Chris Jones getting arrested?
False witness. You guys are bearing false witness about me. If you would love the Lord, you wouldn't get so offended by me coming knocking on the door asking about a Firetruck for sale.
They said that you didn't knock on the door. They said you just rapidly approached them in their front lawn.
Let's see. Mandy. Baldwin. Gosh. Share, gosh, dang. What? I don't know what this is. Oh my gosh, he has some nerve. That's scary. Okay, I don't do Facebook. I'm not going to start. But if you love the Lord and do Facebook, would you contact some of these folks and say, what is wrong with you? Go visit the place. It's free. What do you want? We feed you. We house you. Brother, we've been here a couple of days. We don't charge anything. You've been here several times. Anyway, all because of a Firetruck. By the way, we're still looking for an old Firetruck for DAL.
And Kent has clearly learned nothing. Okay, well, we're going to end the stream there because Kent goes on for another 30 minutes talking about irrelevant stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this unhinged video from Kent and my reaction to it. And I'll just see you guys in the next one. Peace out.